Do, re, mi, fa, so. Oh, did you hear me? Well, if you would like to hear more, stick around for the show. Education Today starts now.
Hello, welcome to Education Today. I'm Lindsay Hewitt from Ford City High School in the Armstrong School District. Parents and kids, write this date down now. Saturday, March 18th will be Armstrong School District's music fair at West Hills Elementary School. This school is just off Old Butler Road near the Belmont Complex outside of Katanning. You and your family will not want to miss this music fair. Today, we are lucky to have Kim Campbell with us. She is the organizer of the upcoming music fair. Welcome to Education, Kim. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Now, would you briefly tell us about yourself and what you do?
My name is Kim Campbell. I'm the elementary general music teacher and fifth grade chorus director at West Hills Elementary. I went to my undergrad years at Duquesne University, and I'm currently also working on my master's degree at Duquesne University in music education as well. I'm married, have no children. My husband Ben and I have a dog, and I'm looking forward to making this event a worthwhile one for the community in regards to music education.
It sounds wonderful. Let's start with what people are going to get at the music fair. Can you tell us what these people will be seeing?
Most of all, we are going to be showing some demonstration lessons with general music class, which I will be leading. Bob Scumai from Lenape is going to be doing some instrumental music demonstrations, demonstrating music learning theory, which is an approach to instrumental music learning. They're going to be getting some demonstrations of music technology, some software programs that maybe they are not able to have access to during the school day or in the school buildings. We're going to have some students from Duquesne University coming in doing guitar clinics, giving maybe some career advice, what it's like to be a music major, the different kinds of areas of music majoring that you can do. There's not just performance and education as some people might realize. So all around there's going to be just some general informative events as well as some entertaining events, whereas we're having a jazz ensemble from Duquesne as well perform, which a lot of my elementary students will remember from last year. They really enjoyed that, and those guys will be back to perform for us.
Okay, thank you. And how did this idea come about? Was it your idea?
It was my idea. There's two main reasons that really kind of spurred the idea of the music fair. Number one is a music educator is always looking for ways to really, show the importance of the field. Anybody in the arts knows that, if push came to shove, the arts may be the thing that would be considered extracurricular in a sense. And I know in my life it was really instrumental in what I became and what I chose to do with my life. And I want to make sure kids have the same opportunity to experience that in case that is what they choose to do with their lives. Also, I figured what better way for me to incorporate this into my graduate research. Have to do a master's project, and I thought this would be a good experiment to see if something like this really is a good tool for music advocacy.
Right, definitely. In general, what do you think is Music in Our Schools Month?
Music in Our Schools Month is just a nationwide opportunity for all music teachers to take advantage and really show everybody what music education is about and why it's important. It's going on its 21st year now. It was started in the early 80s, and it's just a way to draw attention to it that all teachers, music teachers, should take advantage of.
All right. Okay, if you're just joining us, we're talking with Kim Campbell, who is organizing the Armstrong School District Music Fair. It is set for Saturday, March 18th at West Hills Elementary School. That's just outside of Katanning. This is a must-attend event. So we're going to take a short break, and when we get back, we'll have more Education Today.
Hello, I'm Bill Kerr, Superintendent of Schools for the Armstrong School District. The theme for American Education Week, A Strong America begins with great public schools continues throughout this school year. I see public education as a great investment, an investment in quality educational programs and services that continues to yield countless benefits to strengthen our schools and communities. We're proud that our students did a commendable job on the 2005 state math and reading assessments. Their work, along with those of their teachers, enabled all schools in the Armstrong School District to make adequate yearly progress under the federal No Child Left Behind Act. Congratulations to all involved. Also, we're grateful for the parents who remain committed to their children's education and are involved every day to help not only their own children, but are involved as parent volunteers in our schools. Thank you for your commitment to improve education. I value the partnership with our parents, teachers, administrators, support staff, school board members, and citizens. By working together for progress, we can collectively lead the Armstrong School District to the next level of achievement in the coming years. Thank you very much.
We're back with Armstrong School District's Education Today. Today we have Kim Campbell, who is organizing the Armstrong School District's Music Fair. It is Saturday, March 18th at the West Hills Elementary School, just outside of Katanning. Please mark this date down. It will be a fun and educational event, and it's close to home. Kim, could you please tell us why music is important to kids?
Well, speaking from my own personal experience, once I was in high school and I was participating in chorus and musicals, it really kind of helped me to grab onto who I was as a person, and I really started to feel like I had my place through music. So the bottom line is through the love and participation of music, I really had a sense of confidence and happiness in myself. But it's important for everybody. Music is for everybody because I always tell my students, we're all born with this instrument right here. Some people may be born with a stronger one than others, but nevertheless we all are born with this ability to make music. It's a community participation in many ways, and everybody is capable of experiencing it to some extent. So having music in your life is a way to build community, way to build confidence, and just to express yourself.
All right. Let's try and mention, this might be hard, everyone who is helping out with the music fair and what job they are doing.
Okay, aside from myself, I'm receiving, as I already mentioned, some help from Bob Skamai at Lenape, who will be doing some demonstrations. Dennis Kramer has volunteered some of his time to do some speeches and maybe some performing. Bob Skamai might as well be doing some performing as well. My students are going to be participating as the class demonstrators in the general music sessions. So hopefully I will get a nice turnout of my students for to be the class members in those settings. Several students from Duquesne University's chapter of MENC, their collegiate chapter, are going to be helping out with, as I said before, the technology and the career discussions and things like that. Of course, John Zish has been a big help in helping me promote this. So
right.
If he was sitting right here, I would say thank you to him, but he's not. So, yeah, he's been a big help. Mrs. Kreidler and my principals at West Hills have really, spoken up on my behalf to make sure that this event could happen, granting me permission to use the building, and all the administrators who have given me a go-ahead and their approval for this have been a big help.
That's neat to see teachers like Mr. Skamai and Dennis Kramer, who I have.
Right.
I'm glad to see that they're helping out with something like this.
Yeah.
Now, what age levels will like this? Is it just for middle school, or can anybody attend this event?
This event, hypothetically, is for everybody to attend. I mean, we're going to be playing music bingo. That's for all ages. We're going to be demonstrating, like I said, the music technology, which I think all ages will enjoy. A lot of the demonstrators will be children, at the elementary and middle school age level. However, I mean, it doesn't stop there. The performances will appeal to everybody. The talks about music as a major in college will appeal to high school students potentially looking to go into it. So it's really intended to be an all-around community event, a gathering to bring everybody together through something like music.
Okay. I know you already touched base on this before, but Would you tell about how you are a music teacher today? And I mean, we didn't hear where you went to high school yet, so
Okay.
you could tell us where you went to high school, and I know you went to Duquesne.
Okay, well, I grew up in Moon Township, out
Okay.
near the Pittsburgh airport, and I come from a fairly musical family. My father was a musician and a singer. He had a band for most of his life, and you know, I was surrounded by music as a child, which, you know, I feel personally, and I've also learned through research since then, that is one of the first things that needs to happen for someone to become musical, is for them to have it in their environment. And that probably really helped to get me going in a musical direction in my life. But once I was in high school and I started singing and going to choral festivals and really being around other students who shared my interests, I realized what a strong force it was in my life, and that, you know, what better way to spend my whole life doing this. And if I can help other students who, you know, might have the same kind of interests pursue it to a higher degree and really learn to incorporate music as, you know, if you want to, an everyday occurrence in your life. And
So your father gave you a lot of the inspiration.
I think so. I think it really had a lot to do with it. And then along with, you know, strong teachers and just musical experiences thereafter, just the ability to go out and use my singing, to go out and perform, to go out and, you know, share it with other people. It just was a big influence.
Wonderful. Where would you like to go in music?
For right now, I think I'm there. You know, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I love my students. I have fun every day at my job.
How long have you been teaching at West Hills?
At West Hills, I've been teaching. This is my second year at
Okay.
West Hills. I've been teaching a total of 5 years. Been around a little bit. I was teaching in Virginia for a while, and then taught for Catholic schools up here in Pittsburgh for a couple years. And really enjoying my full-time work here. Love having a chorus, and you know, my students and we have a good time. But you know, I have a little bit of an itch for the performance too. You know, I do a little bit of that
Right.
on the side. I'm in the Bach Choir of Pittsburgh. Do a little bit of singing outside of school when I can.
Okay, you had recently talked about your dad inspiring you. How can parents and grandparents promote musical ability to their kids?
Well, as I said, the number one thing is just being surrounded by music. You know, if a family wants their children to become musical and, you know, say for example, have that musical talent, it's not as unreachable as many people think. You know, it starts early with just exposing them to good music, singing as a family or singing to your children. I once had a professor who said there's 3 main objectives in music education. You want people to become tuneful, beatful, and artful. Can you somewhat sing a tune? Can you dance at your child's wedding when they grow up? And, you know, can
Yeah.
you learn the expressiveness in music? And, you know, if you can accomplish those things, then you can be a member of a musical community. You know, it doesn't have to be something you're gifted with.
As a music educator, if you could change the world, what would you like to see happen for every child's musical development? This is funny because it's something like they would ask on Miss America, but what would you think?
Right. Oh man, let's speak in an ideal world. The very bottom line, I think, would be just make sure that those kids have it in school. Make sure, you know, at least once a week, if not more often, they're having it as part of their lives. Not only do I think it's important for them to have a vocal experience and an instrumental experience if they're so able to do so, but really to just be exposed to the wide variety of things there are. You know, music isn't limited to performing or teaching. Mm-hmm. There is, you know, opportunities in music technology. I mean, people who work in a sound studio, many of them went to music school. There's music therapists, people who help other people. So just in an ideal world, to always have the exposure and the knowledge of the vast variety of experiences that there are to have in music.
Do you think that every child should play an instrument or at least try it out?
If they are physically, you know, able to do so, I think it is a good opportunity. Unfortunately, when I was a child, I didn't really take piano lessons until I was a teenager. And looking back in retrospect, I wish I had, because it would have made the pursuit of my music education a little bit easier. You know, I wouldn't have had to start from scratch. But, you know, I always tell my kids, you don't have to play an instrument to be musical. You have this. This is your instrument. So,
Right.
if nothing else, sing, go to church, sing, if you do go to church and participate in things where, when you go to a baseball game, sing the national anthem. I mean, that's what it's there for, to bring us together.
What do you say when people suggest that there's a musical gene, as in, oh, I'm not a musical person, or something of that nature?
Well, I already started to mention that before. I believe that some people may be born with a higher capacity to reach a certain level than others. An analogy was once given to me that, we're all sent to earth with this lump of clay, and the jobs of our parents and our teachers are to mold these lumps of clay into the largest vessel possible to hold the knowledge. Granted, some of us may have larger lumps of clay. However, it's the molding and the shaping and the filling of the vessel that I really believe is what's going to help people to achieve any kind of success in any area, in this case specifically music. If the exposure isn't there and the vessel isn't shaped, well, of course you're not going to be a musical person, but it doesn't mean that you were born without the gene,
Right. Now, my next question for Kim is, what does it take for a child to develop a musical habit? Some kids start with big dreams when they're little, but then they gradually die, they fade away. I mean, what does it take for a child to stick with that goal?
Just constant exposure and encouragement in it. Just having music in school might not cut it. You have to be surrounded by it. Kids should be made to feel as if that expression of themselves is a safe one. If they're told at home, oh, only girls sing, well, then those boys are never going to sing. If they say, oh, well, music is for just the artsy people, well, then they're never going to want to sing the national anthem at a baseball game. It's just the constant reminder that music is a part of this community, and you need to experience it to be a part of that community. And with that, it'll just be a lifelong thing, and the goals won't fall by the wayside, because they'll just be an ongoing thing in life. Not that everybody's going to be a professional musician or a teacher or anything like that, but achieving the goals, if that were to be the goal of the student, will feel much more attainable if it's just been a constant part of their lives.
I couldn't agree with you more. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the viewing public?
Just keep it alive. Music education is part of our everyday lives, and everybody should feel comfortable being a part of that. And we'll show you some ways that you and your family can share in music if you come to the music fair on the 18th. So.
All right. Kim, I would like to thank you for being here with us today. And that's our show for today. Also, I would like to thank our film crew. Today we had Ford City High School TV production students, led by the teacher Barb Keller. Way to go, guys. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. Also, you can check out our website to see updated news and information about the district and this very show. Have a great week, and don't forget to come to the music fair.
Hello, I'm Brittany Manson from Ford City High School. Here's a look at what's happening around the Armstrong School District. The results are in from the first ever wellness survey of all 6,200 students in the Armstrong School District, and they show that more work needs to be done to combat childhood weight problems that can lead to serious health risks. Some 35% of all Armstrong School District students, about 2,170 students, are either overweight or at risk of becoming overweight. This is according to a body mass index survey that the school district did earlier this school year in partnership with ACMH Hospital and Children's Community Pediatrics. Since last year, the school district has been working with ACMH and Children's Community Pediatrics to create a county-wide approach to escalating childhood weight issues and their related health risks. Dr. Kyron Batt, pediatrician with the Children's Community Pediatrics, said that wellness effort is not a weight loss program for students, but instead a way to promote healthy living. Diseases that once were isolated to the adult population, such as type 2 diabetes, elevated blood pressure, and high cholesterol, are now becoming more and more prevalent among children, Batt said. A team of school district administrators has begun classroom visits to observe trends across the district and to see firsthand the impact of programs and resources that have been implemented. The 12 administrators are part of the school district's accountability team. This team helps the district's schools with the resources and guidance they need to meet their academic goals. The accountability team meets regularly to review student achievement data and to determine where state and federal money should be best spent to meet instructional needs. I see this as a shared responsibility for all educators at all levels, said Superintendent William Kerr, who is also visiting classrooms as a member of the accountability team. Improving student skills and providing the necessary resources to improve student achievements and to improve overall school performance are priority goals for our district. These classroom visits are first for the Armstrong School District and reflect administrative leadership and the continuing work of the accountability team. Well, that's all for now. I'm Brittany Manson. Keep watching.
Each fall, something special happens in central Armstrong County. The community of Elderton displays its remarkable colors, revealing not only the rural splendor of its landscape, but the vibrant spirit of its people. On the Cowashannock branch of the Great Shamokin Path, people from the communities of Dayton and Rural Valley come together and flourish like the multicolored foliage of an autumn forest. Further south in Ford City, the majestic waters of the Allegheny River flow timelessly forward, as an industrious town steeped in tradition rediscovers its potential for greatness. And in the county seat of Katanning, Pennsylvania, the autumn winds bring positive change and revitalization to a community with a historic past and a promising future. Throughout central Armstrong County, fall is a season marked by tradition and transition. Like the autumn leaves, students across the Armstrong School District return each year to don the colors that represent their schools and exemplify their own unique heritage and traditions. Individually, each is impressive, but collectively, like a magnificent multicolored autumn collage, they are, together, brilliant. Working together for academic excellence, the Armstrong School District is a public education system serving more than 7,000 students from 30 municipalities throughout central Armstrong County and a small portion of western Indiana County. The district operates with an annual budget of approximately $69 million and is Armstrong County's largest employer, with 775 professional staff and support personnel. The Armstrong School District covers 436 square miles and encompasses 4 attendance areas: Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin. The district's elementary schools offer a full continuum of educational opportunities and developmental programs for students in grades K through 6. Teachers collaborate on student learning projects with an emphasis on developing strong skills in math, science, technology, and language arts. Reasonable class sizes and a productive, student-centered learning environment are the hallmarks of the district. Morning and afternoon kindergarten options are available in each attendance area. The district's secondary schools offer traditional educational programs with a strong focus on student achievement and preparation for post-secondary education and training. The Armstrong School District, in partnership with its families and communities, graduates educationally prepared, productive, morally responsible individuals. To achieve this mission, the Armstrong School District has developed a comprehensive strategic development plan that will guide the district well into the 21st century. The district's strategic plan provides direction for developing locally adopted academic standards that meet and exceed those at the state or national level. The strategic plan also allows the Armstrong School District to maintain control of operations, policy development, and administrative procedures. In the Armstrong School District today, there's a world of possibilities. a world driven by educational technology, where opportunities for extraordinary learning and achievement are as boundless as the dreams, abilities, and imagination of Armstrong School District students and educators. Access to technology is available in all K-12 classrooms in the Armstrong School District. Students use the internet to become active, independent learners. As a productivity, learning, and communications tool, technology has a positive impact on curriculum and instruction. The district's investment in technology enables greater individualized instruction and extends the boundaries of the traditional classroom. Like any successful school district, the Armstrong School District's greatest asset is its dedicated team of educators. Staff development initiatives allow teachers to take part in continuing professional education and training activities. Many of these training initiatives take place in Armstrong School District's new Professional Development Center, located in the district's administrative offices. The state-of-the-art facility features a total of 16 computer workstations, an interactive whiteboard and plasma monitors for video conferencing and multimedia presentations. New initiatives in the electro-optics industry and the emergence of other high-tech industries are positive indicators of economic development in Armstrong County, which could translate into tremendous opportunities for a new generation of employees. To meet the needs of these burgeoning local industries, the Armstrong School District emphasizes math, science, and technology in its curriculum. District graduates are also empowered with solid problem-solving and critical thinking skills. The Armstrong School District provides career awareness and post-secondary education and training opportunities through ongoing partnerships with the Armstrong Educational Trust, Armstrong Chamber of Commerce, Strongland Chamber of Commerce, and Lenape Tech. Post-secondary educational institutions within commuting distance for district residents include Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Clarion University, Penn State New Kensington campus, Butler Community College, and the many colleges and universities located in the Pittsburgh area. The Armstrong School District, in accordance with Pennsylvania Department of Education Chapter 14 regulations, provides special education services to its students based on physical, sensory, mental, or emotional disability. The district conducts evaluation reports and develops needs-based individualized education programs for each eligible student. IDEA training teams work to implement the best possible programs for district students. Incoming kindergarten students take part in the successful kids screening programs in the spring of each year. The screenings provide specific and detailed information in regard to a child's motor, auditory, cognitive, and language areas. Students in need of assistance participate in an extended day kindergarten speech-language program, a Title I initiative where specialists provide targeted support to ASD students in smaller group sessions. Like the leaves of autumn, each of the individual schools within the Armstrong School District is remarkably unique and special. But as one, these schools and the students, educators, and parents who comprise them are together brilliant.